This year is a pivot point for the family in that none of the family members are going to be in operations. We are in a more strategic corporate role. And from that point of perspective, our role is how do we now ensure that legacy continues?
Lolo, Lola, the values, how we started the company,
Perseverance,
Details, attention to details,
passionate
passion,
in his work,
discipline, and
integrity.
integrity.
Integrity is very important.
And I always think they had foresight. You know, they knew what was going to happen in the future. That was the key there, I think.
He was a professional.
Yeah, he was the first multinational
Professional
president.
one. Then he moved and formed his own company.
But then at your age,
At the age of 60.
why would you know?
When you're supposed to retire,
Yes,
you
yeah,
start
yes,
your own
yes.
company.
I remember I was always in awe of Lolo. Parang he had this stature that when you see him, you could tell that he was a man of integrity.
I feel that whatever values that our Lolo and Lola taught us, it went to our parents and then it went to us.
actually the second gen was the one who grew the company. Because our grandfather was already 60 when he started it and he
Yeah.
passed away.
Remember that they were trying to grow in a business in the most turbulent time of Philippine history. You had the boom times of the 60s and the 70s. Then came 80s and boom. I told you how life is sometimes unfair, and within 6 months or a year, that whole thing that you built collapsed because sales, I remember, dropped 60%, right? Right? Interest rates going up to, remember that time?
It went to about
42%
40.
per annum demand going that.
Mommy was in charge of purchasing and would hold office in the factory and would go even late. And she's always said, I want to decide finish, no more going back.
I can speak, I think the 15 years that we work with RTC, they call him Professor Tomas, diba? He taught people how to think, diba? One, and also the importance of the values, hard work, integrity, passion for excellence.
What I remember about my dad and your mom is, anong anak, they would shout at us. But the hardest part is, okay, during work, you get all this mura, etc. from him. But what I liked about walang favoritism. He treated everyone like an employee because we were an employee.
I heard Vicky Vitita, our CFO, she says one of the reasons why she likes working here is because the family members really work harder sometimes than the employees. No? And the reason why we do that also is because we were raised not to be entitled. You know, our parents, I don't know, somehow put it in a sense that, hey, you have to keep on proving yourself that you are worthy of this job, that it's not given to you. And so I think, it all goes around that common theme of integrity, serving our country, serving our customers, in the way we work, in the way we deal, in the way we speak.
And that's what's important. Is that the consumers know who to talk to, who to call whenever they have a problem. Being intimate to the customer.
The engagement of the family in the business. And that's a formula that the family has used. As you said, personal touch.
That Filipino touch, you know, may konting lambing eh. Yes, ma'am, yes, sir. They like that. They like being treated well.
You know, at the end of the day, we always say that our name is on the badge of that aircon or refrigerator. That's why we've lasted so long, because when people buy our product, they're basically trusting the family, and it's our name at stake. Actually, although they're big businessmen, but may puso sila sa common folks. The thing that stuck to me with him is that may puso siya, di ba? He cares, he really genuinely cared for the people. You know, his shouting naman was not mean shouting,
Yes,
it was
not naman,
teaching.
yeah.
It wasn't
Even your mom,
personal.
di ba?
It wasn't personal.
Even your mom's like that, gusto magturo, she should be like this.
Yeah.
Because they really believe in making the person better, di ba?
Despite their temper
Yeah.
and despite their ways, right? We stayed.
And then his pet project is, he loved to say, yung driver ko, ginawa kong secretary, then naging manager. You know, they like making the janitor the manager.
yes.
So he was also like the champion of the smaller people.
And I'll take a live example. Marie Losada. You know, Marie is a key
The-
EA of my dad. My dad's not the easiest person to come in here. She comes to work every day. She comes in because she's passionate. And I think that's what we're trying to establish. How can I create the multiple Marie Losadas that come in to this organization?
Their dedication is admirable, and they do it not because they're forced to, but because they want to.
And how do you multiply that? And how do you bring that to every part of this organization? So we have to find a way of making sure those values are embedded in what we do. And I think very important is it's about people. The bigger goal is, in this crazy world of ours, did you as a company, as a family, leave a legacy? And I think that is that biggest goal. That simple point of me telling you, you mattered in your existence here, you mattered. You achieved the point. That, I think, is the greatest gift and the greatest purpose of why we're here.